Alright, welcome back everybody, and thank you for joining me with another episode of KJ's Cooking. Today we're going to be making chili. Alright, the simple ingredients that we're going to be using is just anything you can get from the supermarket. Like 2 pounds of hamburger, a green pepper, a red onion. Also, we're going to be using beer today. My favorite thing in the kitchen, let me tell you. Also, some chili mix. We like to use 2 cans of this with the recipe that we're going to be using today. And also 1 can of red beans. Also some tomato sauce. And we're also going to be using some diced tomatoes. First off, we're going to go ahead and get the green pepper cut up, because that's what we're going to be using on the pan. Now normally I just like to cut these into small diced pieces. You can have them in big chunks if you like, just a personal preference. But I'm going to cut this up and go ahead and add it to my pan. And I'm also going to be cutting my red onion up as well. And also I'd like to give a shout out to Malachi for taking time out of his day to come over here and make this video happen. And for Justin always coming over here to eat my food. Shout out to Fathead. He has a fan base out there that you just don't know about yet. But it's there, trust me. Now this is always the nice long process of always having to cut your green pepper up and making sure it's the way you want it. And I had bought a really nice chopping knife. But I went down and visited my buddy John over the weekend. And yeah, I left my $15 knife at his house. So I'm getting to use this little fillet knife. But I promise the next episode I'll have my nice knife back.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's enjoying it right now.
I can say whatever I want right now.
Cheers, everybody. Now I hope that everybody watches and subscribes to the page and the channel as well. Hopefully we get more of these videos coming so you guys can enjoy all your favorite shows with KJ.
With just KJ?
KJ's Cooking.
There'll never be a Malachi video in there. Malachi will never be on there. See this guy? But that's why he's cooking, I'm not.
Now I'm going to go ahead and cut up my red onion and go ahead and add it to the mix as well. Now you can use any onion that you like, but I always prefer red onion. That's the only thing I like cooking with. Don't give me a white or a yellow. Just give me a good old red. Now once you get this cut up, you want to go ahead and add it. And then what we're going to do is put our hamburger on top of the green pepper and the red onions. And then I'll add my nice seasonings to it as well. Now the seasonings I'm going to be using today is just going to be your basic pepper and seasoning salt, with a little bit of chili powder to go over the top of my hamburger. Now that I got this in here, I'll mix it up. I'm going to go ahead and add my hamburger to the top of it now. And I want to set this on top. And the reason why is I want the steam, when I add the lid to this, to actually cook the vegetables. So by adding the hamburger on top of it, it's not going to burn my hamburger, but it's just going to get the green pepper and the onions to saute really well together. Add a nice flavor to it. What I'm going to do is add just a little bit of chili powder. Pepper. and seasoning salt. Now I'm going to go ahead and take it over here to the stove and go ahead and put a lid on it and simmer it on low for a little while. And the reason I'm going to do that is so the vegetables get really nice and soft and they're not hard, or, you know, I just want to make sure they have a nice consistency and it tastes good. Alright, I had to stop for a second to get a nice little refill on the beer. Alright, now we're going to add the mix together. So I'm going to go ahead and take my chili beans, go ahead and add it to the pot. Now remember, you're using 2 of them. Just your normal 30.5 ounce cans. And 1 can of the red beans. You gotta have that. Now you can either get them in mild or hot. Sometimes I like hot, but I didn't know if Malachi was gonna be a scaredy cat, and I didn't know how his stomach was gonna react to the hot stuff.
I don't like it.
Sometimes you gotta get them out with a spoon.
I hate that.
Good old cans. Diced tomatoes. Now today we're going to be using the rosemary and oregano. And our tomato sauce. After we mix all this together, I'm going to go ahead and add your normal seasoning pack of chili that you buy at your local grocery store. It's going to be a quarter mix, 1/4. And once you mix all this together, don't forget, we're going to add your specialty. I'm going to be adding about a half glass of beer to this today. I prefer to drink the best. Now that's on you to decide what that is. I know what the best is.
Now, if you're cooking for your kids, don't put the beer.
No, the beer will cook out of it. It'll be perfectly fine. They won't taste it.
Don't listen to him, listen to me.
Alright, now after I mix all this together, I like to take a little bit more chili powder and just sprinkle it over the top. Not a whole lot, just to your personal preference. I like mine a little thick on the ingredient. Alright, now it's time to take it over to the stove and turn it on and get the beans cooking. Alright, now it's about time to go ahead and check the hamburger, the red onions, and the green pepper. What you want to do is also check on it from time to time. As you can see, it's steaming up real good. My hamburger's on top, so it's not burning. It's actually giving the vegetables a real nice smoked flavor on there. Sauteing them really well. And it's always good to check on your beans. Keep stirring them, making sure they're not sticking to the bottom of the pan. It should only take about maybe 15 to 20 minutes on medium to get your beans where you want them. Because all I'm going to do is smoke these vegetables with the hamburger. I'm going to go ahead and make it nice and brown. I'm going to drain the grease off of them in my pan, and then I'm going to go ahead and add it to the mix. It's a really quick, easy way to make a good homemade chili. Alright, now that we have our hamburger almost done, and we're going to go ahead and strain it into the pan over here. Also, the beans, I've been stirring them frequently. You always want to make sure that them beans are not sticking to the bottom of the pan. That's the last thing you want to do is burn it. The last thing you want to do is wait 5 minutes, go over there and stir it. You're like, damn, I have a spoonful of burnt beans at the bottom of your pan. I'm telling you, you don't want that shit to happen. So make sure you're always watching your pot. I'm telling you. It only takes a split second to make shit go sour. Now remember, always check your beans. You don't want it sticking to the bottom of your pan. As I sit here and clean all this stuff up, I'd like to thank you for actually watching and subscribing to this. If it wasn't for you guys, none of this is going to happen, I'm telling you. More episodes are to come. We got great food cooking. We got somebody behind the camera that's going to inspire me and keep me going and not being nervous when I do this. But, you know, we're going to do this together and we're going to make great episodes, I'm telling you. But right now, I'm actually about to be adding a hamburger to my mix. And we're just going to let it cook on low for about another 15 to 20 minutes. And before you know it, we're going to be enjoying some badass chili, I'm telling you. Some good beer chili at that. Alright, now I'm straining my hamburger, my green pepper, and my onion into the strainer. It's about time to add it to the mix now. Go ahead and add it now. We're going to stir it real well. Ooh, 1 second. Let me get a different spatula. Normally I have a bigger pan. Today I'm using something different. Oh my goodness. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this sit here on low for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes to let everything cook together. And then let it sit for about maybe 20 minutes after it's done cooking, and you're going to have the best damn bowl of chili around. I'm telling you. And it's very quick and easy too. It only took a few minutes to cut up the green pepper and onion, throw 2 cans of beans, 1 other can of red beans, some tomato sauce. I mean, all the stuff you can just grab right down the road. Convenient, fast, and a damn good bowl of chili. While we sit here and wait for it to simmer for the next 15 to 20 minutes, we're going to go ahead and have a couple drinks, catch back, and talk about the next cooking show. Now, I want to bring on a special guest. So if you got something that you think that's unique, that you want to cook with me, go ahead and hit up my boy Malachi or myself, and we might possibly be able to make that happen. We're always open for new things, and what do you know? You might be standing right next to me on the next Cooking with KJ. Alright, now that our chili is done, and it's phenomenal smelling. I mean, if this camera can actually record smell, you guys would be falling over in your chairs right now. But we're going to go ahead and get Malachi a bowl because that's what our tradition is. The cameraman always has to try it first because in case he dies, we don't eat it.
This guy, every goddamn time. Oh, Malachi died. He's the one recording and edits the videos, does all the work to make sure it comes on, but if he dies, it's okay.
And there is your bowl of homemade chili, made the right way, with beer.
Open these up. I want some of that. You always gotta have some chip, some whatever, with my whatevers.
Here's your American flag napkin, because if it wasn't for America and the flag, we wouldn't be doing this today.
Do I eat this with my hands?
Huh? No, I'm gonna give you a spoon.
Alright guys. Oh, it's just 2 crackers for Malachi. Because when you're tasting it, you don't want to put too much crackers. Because then there's no chili, it's just crackers. You know, I didn't ask for crackers, I asked for chili.
If you can seriously smell this right now, it's just phenomenal. Man, it's seriously amazing. Come on, Malachi.
Alright guys.
Son of a... Is it hot?
The bowl's hot. I knew that was happening, but...
Here, let me give you a napkin.
Alright. Here we go, here we go. Make sure we get some of the beans, all of it.
You're probably gonna die as soon as you take a bite of it. Every time it's so hot and he still takes a bite.
Don't worry guys, I got you. It was hot, but it was good.
Every time.
I would take another bite, but
thank you.
It's still
Please
hot.
come
So.
again and always subscribe. Always. Join us, like us. We're on YouTube.
Hit that thumbs up.
Hit it. Don't be scared.
Comment he's the retard.
Yeah.